Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is directed by Mel Stewart and stars Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka himself. The film tells a story about a boy named Charlie Bucket who's trying to find a golden ticket to get into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. And when he was able to do that finally, he finds out that the chocolate factory has more in store for him than he could have ever imagined. Now, I grew up with this film. During my elementary school days, we used to sing songs from films like Come With Me and You'll Be in a World of Pure Imagination. That one. I would have, and the rest of the class would have sung the hell out of that all the time during our school plays. And it was a lot of fun. I more so grew up with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's the one that I had on DVD for the longest time. And I had Willy Wonka sometimes on DVD to rent at my local Blockbuster. And that was about it for the original. I only ever rented it. And I also remember buying those Wonka chocolate bars that Blockbuster used to have. And those were delicious. I loved them. And I used to dress up as Wonka as I am now, giving out printed golden tickets to some of my sister's friends. I was a huge Wonka fan. And I've always loved re-watching both of these films. So, how did the original hold up? In my opinion, the original is still fantastic. It is still an absolute blast with fun characters, great musical numbers, great performances, and an all-around sense of fun and horror and tension that you don't expect to see from a movie like this. You look at the cover and you figure the movie is going to be a bit of fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun for the whole family. And for the first 40 minutes with Charlie trying to find the golden tickets and each kid finding these golden tickets, it is a fun enough movie. But it's more so about the drama. You can understand where Charlie is coming from his home life, how he's trying to take care of the family like he is the man of the house. You automatically are rooting for this kid. The movie does a great job at helping us understand what Charlie is going through throughout this entire film. He is poor. He is working for money constantly. And finding this golden ticket is that one sense of childhood joy that Charlie has been longing for. And when he finally gets that, because he spent a good amount of time with not only his family, but with his life outside that himself, especially in school, helping us understand what he's going through. And then we're seeing all the kids find these tickets before him. We are automatically rooting for him. We love him. We want to see him push through to the end and get this golden ticket. And once he's able to achieve that, you are in for a ride once he enters the chocolate factory. And that's when Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka comes in, and the movie is just pure fun throughout. What I also love about this is how the musical is actually a musical. With the remake, even though I did enjoy it, it's only ever a musical once we enter the chocolate factory. And while the Oompa Loompa songs are pretty fun, they aren't really the selling point. The actual selling points are many of the other musical numbers that happen even through the beginning of the film, like the Candyman song, or I Have a Golden Ticket, Cheer Up Charlie. These songs are what makes this movie what it is, because they help build character, they help progress the story. This movie is a musical through and through, and you don't need the Oompa Loompa songs only to make it seem like it is a musical. They're just there for fun and to be a sort of gotcha moment for whenever the kids do something stupid or wrong. It's what they get back for making a lot of these stupid decisions, and they work beautifully that way, in the way they're sung, in the way the lyrics are made. Just everything about the songs here worked tremendously well. The actual factory itself is incredible. The practical effects, the sets, the way each room looks is just very creative, very inventive, and you don't see movies look this fun anymore. But there's also a sense of dread and tension, as a lot of these inventions are pretty dangerous, and you see do incredibly dangerous stuff to these children that do look pretty painful, like with Violet turning into a blueberry, or Veruca Salt just going into the garbage chute. Just stuff like that are really fun, but pretty horrifying to think about. That is without talking about the tense field boat ride. I'm not going to get into that. You already know how creepy that scene is, so we're not going to dive into that here. But I will say that it is scarier than any horror movie I have ever seen. Okay? Okay. Now, back to the factory itself. It is an inventive location. The sets are great. I absolutely love the way this factory was constructed in a production sense. And the way it was shot, the way it's framed. It's like a heartwarming house that has a dark secret lurking behind it. And I love it. And once we get to the ending and everything comes full circle, you see and understand how all these little pieces in the beginning of the film, how they all fit by the end. And seeing that the movie was able to do that within a short runtime and have the story still feel complete without any pacing issues or anything, just shows how good of a director Mel Stewart was here. He knew how to pace things out, where to place these musical numbers, how to progress the characters. He knew how to tell a compelling story here, with plenty of dark elements, fun performances, especially with the iconic Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka, who is fantastic here. He is unhinged. He is heartwarming. He is fun. And he's able to mix so many emotions with this character all together. And it still somehow is able to feel unique. Like, this is the best performance of Willy Wonka I've seen ever still. I like Johnny Depp and I like Timothy Chalamet as this, but none of them are able to come close to Gene Wilder. He is the best Willy Wonka, and I'm going to stand by that. All in all, I still really enjoy this film. As for flaws, there are some dated effects here and there, and I will say that not every musical number completely worked for me on rewatch, and sometimes the movie can maybe go a bit too far in a few places, if you know what I'm saying. But still, the tonal balance is for the most part good, and the characters are engaging, and the story is fantastic, that I'm able to overlook some of these flaws and watch the film and still have a really good time with it. I found Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory to be an incredible rewatch that still holds up to this day, and I'm going to give it an A. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.